You know, sometimes you just forget that they have the plummet sitting right there in their hand, visible to you at every moment, and still play a 6-mana 4/4 flyer into it. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We're in best of 3 season here on the channel as we finish out maybe a week and a half or so left of this format. And we are playing best of 3 Baldur's Gate traditional draft here. And with Pack 1 Pick 1 here today, we have a couple of nice options. I've yet to play with Baba Saga yet, but it seems like a ton of fun. And we're in the point of the format where we want to try to have a ton of fun. OG is another card that is a lot of fun, but you need some of the rares to make this deck really sing. But I'm just going to take Baba Saga here. It's a 4-mana 4/4. You can tap it to sack up to 3 permanents. If there were 3 or more card types among those sacked permanents, you drain your opponent for 3 and draw 3. So things like Pilgrim's Eye, you can sack 2 permanents, a Pilgrim's Eye and a land, and you get a creature, an artifact, and a land. Because Pilgrim's Eye counts as both. But let's take Baba Saga here. We're not even locked into black-green by doing this. But it's an easy splash most of the time. Like, we could take Prosperous Innkeeper here and then already get a treasure to splash that there. There's also Jaheira, and I don't know which one's better here, but Jaheira has seriously messed me up a couple times in this format. I think I'm going to take Jaheira. Wand of Orcus is not really for limited. It's very close between Jaheira and Prosperous Innkeeper, and especially because it's best of 3, I think there's a better chance we're going to see artifacts and enchantments. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jaheira here. And then we get past a Grim Bounty, so maybe we are just green-black. There's also Dragon's Fire, Summon Undead, Val, but Grim Bounty is by far and away the best card in that pack, so we'll go ahead and take that there. And unfortunately now, it's starting to dry up. However, with Baba Saga, this is an artifact. It's an easy one to sack, so I think I'm going to land on Prophetic Prism here and try to go a little deep here in the format with some fun stuff. No black, hardly any green, so let's hope this is just a collation of this pack and not really a sign. Fortunately, it looks to be more of a sign at this point. Tons of blue, as there always is in this format. Arcane Archery, Eyes of the Beholder, both cards I'm not super high on. I guess I'm going to take Archery. Maybe we could take Blue Dragon if one of these 2 colors ends up being super cut and blue is just wide open. Because I'm not going to miss either of these 2 cards, to be honest. So I'm just going to take the Blue Dragon here. And now we do see a Vampire spawn, so that's good. Green looking particularly cut. So maybe like a blue-black splash Baba Saga type of thing. Getting a couple of Pilgrim's Eyes. Air Cult Elemental, another good one, but I want to try to be black here with Vampire Spawn. Another Prism. Sylvan Shepherd. Follow the Tracks here as ramp. I don't really like Sylvan Shepherd. Hook Horror only in specific decks, and I'm not really sure I want to play double Prism here. So let's take Follow the Tracks as a little ramp spell. Some decent white. I think white has passed us by enough. I think I'm just going to cut the green card here. There's no blue to be interesting. I'm not really going to play this, but I'm not necessarily wanting to move into white for any of those cards. So I'm just going to cut the green card here. I don't know what's going on this draft because now we wheel 3 black cards and a green card. A Thieves' Tools counts as an artifact and an equipment. But I think I'm just going to take the Ghoul. I would not mind picking up an Ettercap here at some point. Pit Trap is fine. Line up the Shot, great for the sideboard here. Familiar, I guess. This has been a very interesting draft as far as like seeing what colors are open. Like one pack has 3 black cards, the next pack has 0. And then has 3 white cards, so I don't really know what's going on necessarily. Let's see what Alondo the Seer does. 4 mana 3/5, tap it to draw a card, then exile the card from your hand. Put a number of time counters on it equal to its mana value in the last time. So it basically tap it to suspend a card. Draw a card, then suspend a card. There's also just Sewer Plague here. Dragon's Fire, Thrakis. This would have to probably be a splash for us. It seems super, super slow. It's almost like an enchantment a little bit. I guess it can block, but I'm just going to take the Sewer Plague here. I don't really think we're going to go into blue necessarily. Here's a Myconid. Now we could go into blue if we really wanted to. Definitely going to take this Myconid. They took the rare, so no signs from the left, but we'll go ahead and take this Myconid here. And then why are we getting past a Basilisk Collar pick 3? It goes in literally every deck. Right? Am I crazy on that? Guess if this weren't here, I might consider Dragonborn or Prism, but Dragonborn's not great in this deck right now. So I'm just going to take the Basilisk Collar. I don't see why not. And then we get past Viconia. There's also, there's Druid, Herdgorger, and Owlbear. So green-black is wide open from the left side. Unfortunately, this entire pack, if I could take these 4 cards and say end pack 2 right now, I would just do it. This is really tough. I think Viconia is the answer here, but man, oh man, I want all of them. Alright, so we got Band Together, we got Knoll Hunter. I don't think we're really in for that anymore. I guess Band Together. Circle of the Land Druid is a decent little sacrifice target for this. But that's a very specific scenario here. So I'm just going to take the removal spell and Band Together. Inspiring Bard versus Manticore or Lantern of Revealing. I guess I'll take the Bard, but I don't know that we really need to play that. Shambling Ghast and Basilisk. We already have a lineup to shot for the sideboard. I think I'm going to land on Shambling Ghast here. That's quite good. Interesting. Alright, Emerald Dragon, 6 mana, 4/4 Flying Trample, and then an adventure that doesn't do much. Is the 6 mana, 4/4 Flying Trample good enough? I mean, probably. We don't have a ton of top end necessarily. We're just kind of sitting in the 2 and 3 drop slot here. So I think I'm going to take the Emerald Dragon over Basilisk here. Then we wield a Bard, Bone Color Cleric. I don't think this is a Bone Color Cleric deck. I mean, it's good with Babala Saga, I guess. It's also just a 2 mana 2/1. I'm not playing another Bard here. I'm just going to take the Cleric. Maybe it's good if we get like another bomb creature. I have a feeling that pack 3 is not going to go particularly well. I think pack 2 solidified our neighbors over here in green. But we got some things here. We have a Prof Prism to sack here. Hook Horror could work with Babala Saga as well. Works with Sepulchre Ghoul. Works with Basilisk Collar. Got a 2-drop anyway, and Knoll Hunter. Yeah, we got some things going on here. This deck can definitely do some things. And we got a whole pack left. So, pretty nice on that front. And Conjurer. Black Market Connections. Hello. I have yet to play with this card or against it. But I've heard nothing but great things from other content creators about how good it actually is. I think I'm just going to be taking that. There is a Meteor Golem. The good thing is, Babala Saga allows us to sacrifice this if our life gets a little low. So that's pretty good. Would not mind playing a Meteor Golem, but I'm taking the Black Market Connections here. Stroke of Luck is not quite the black rare we're looking for. There is Muralist, and we currently have 1 dragon. There's Gate to Manorborn, there's Sepulchre Ghoul, and there's Poison the Blade. I think I'm going to take the Gate here. I don't think we're at all lacking for playables in this pack. Sepulchre Ghoul is arguable, and Muralist is potentially arguable. Just going to take the Gate. Kaga Shadow Archdruid and a Pilgrim's Eye. I would very much like a Pilgrim's Eye in this deck. But I would also not mind having a Kaga Shadow Archdruid. Could we wheel this? Is there a world where we wheel this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's going to be 3 cards left in this pack, and it's probably going to be... Well, I mean, every card in this pack is playable in certain decks. It'll probably be Windfall, Hook Horror, and Charm Sleep, maybe. But I think I'm going to take the Pilgrim's Eye specifically because of Babala Saga. That could be wrong, but I really, really need a Pilgrim's Eye for this deck. Grim Bounty pick 4 is outstanding. Thank you very much. A Pilgrim's Eye. Now I obviously regret not taking the Kaga, but we'll take another Pilgrim's Eye here and be totally fine with that. Cast down pick 6. Okay. Okay. It's going well. Cast down pick 7. Okay. All right. And Deadly Dispute pick 8. Works very well with Pilgrim's Eye. Works very well with Prophetic Prism. Works well with the treasure tokens off Black Market Connections. This deck looks like a good one, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of liking everything we got here. Don't really know if we need Pit Trap now that we have double Bounty, band together, double Cast Down. Probably not going to play Bonecaller Cleric. We would need one more cut after that, too. Don't think we need another ramp spell. We probably don't even need that one. We're not really ramping here. Manticore. Poison the Blade is good with Ghast. Like the 3-2 here. I guess it could be a potential sideboard card. We get another one anyway. Alright, I think this will be the pack with the green-black uncommon in it. But... no, it'll be the next one. No, maybe it was that one. 4 cards left. There was a Charm Sleep and a Windfall and a Portable Hole. Maybe it was that one. Yeah, I didn't think that would come back to us. Someone would just, even if they're not in green-black, if there's no card for them, they're just going to take that card. But I think we are fine with what we have, right? Yeah. Got a lot of 2s. Probably don't even need the Null Hunters, really. Yeah. Did not wheel it, but that's fine. I'm not even sure our deck is really much of like a mill reanimate kind of thing. It is just a good value card. But yeah. All right, let's build this thing. We're pretty close to already having it built, but so 17 lands I think is going to be correct. Inspiring Bard doesn't seem great. That would make it 40. We have Line Up the Shot and Bard for the sideboard for life gain. We have another removal spell in the sideboard. Double Null Hunter isn't outstanding, but it's a 2-drop and at least lets us trade, get to Babala Saga and Emerald Dragon and Black Market Connections and Basilisk Collar doing things. So we'll go ahead and run it back like this, and I will see you in match 1. All right, we won the die roll here, and we have a good hand to start. If we find a 3rd land, we are off to the races. And even if we don't, we have Ghoul and Cast Down. And the 3rd land gets us Pilgrim's Eye, and good to go from there. Our opponent seems to have mulliganed. Looks like they have you line up the shot. I think. Was it conjure a plummet, conjure a naturalize, or draw a card? That's my guess as to what they have. Alright, we got that third land. Alright, man. Go a little bit quicker if you get that much priority all the time. Green, white. Let's see what their play is here. Nothing. Alright, well, we'll get in with Sepulchre Ghoul. And go grab a forest here. Still no plays from the opponent. And a Sylvan Shepherd. Is it worth using a removal spell on that? As opposed to playing just Vampire Spawn here? I'm gonna go ahead and get in with both. Totally fine trading Pilgrim's Eye for Sepulchre Ghoul if they'll let us do that, which I don't think they will. They do get to gain a couple life here, but that's totally fine for this turn. I'd like to save these removal spells for ideally something a little bit more threatening. But if I have to run them out next turn, we can hold up Cast Down and Band. They're all instants, so that'll be fine. Okay. Flaming Fist Officer is an interesting one. And there's the you line up the shot, conjure a plummet. Okay, they're going to use the plummet on the Pilgrim's Eye. I would be fine with that. Okay. Probably want to kill the Flaming Fist Officer here. So I'll do this. Up to 2 target creatures deal power to another target creature. So 2 you control. Dealing it to that creature. Then I will get in here. Leave these two back to block the Sylvan Shepherd. And if they use Plummet on Pilgrim's Eye, like, that's fine. That's also fine. Happy to trade Pilgrim's Eye for Sylvan Shepherd here. Now I'd just love to see a random, dumb, non-legendary 5-drop. Well, it's legendary. Cast Down in this format is an interesting choice. Like, all the creatures that matter seem to be legendary, so it's not near as good as one might think. Okay, that opens up Emerald Dragon here, but what I'm going to do first is get in here. I don't know if I'm okay trading Ghoul for that right now. I mean, I probably am. That's fine at this point, right? I mean, we have 2 removal spells and a 4/4 flyer here. So I'm fine trading Ghoul for that if they want to. They just don't want to. That's also fine. And then I think I'm just going to play an Emerald Dragon. Still have a couple removals. Oh, no. They had Plummet in their hand. What am I doing? Okay. Well, that worked out pretty good for them, didn't it? Yeah, don't know exactly what I chose to do there for that reason, but... Definitely gonna have to slow down on the land draws here. I think I'm just gonna cast down here, get in with both, hold up Sewer Plague for Trelisara if we need to, and then if we don't, then we can use the gate here. So as far as that cast down on Emerald Dragon play, okay, great, 3/1/1s. Don't gain any life off of that, but it's fine. Is it worth just holding on to the Emerald Dragon as long as they have Plummet? I mean, I don't know if we have any more flyers in our deck necessarily, but all right, so I'm going to play this. Gives us sack fodder for the Sepulchre Ghoul here. Can get in. Can trade this for 2 of these. Probably still fine. Makes their horn worse if they do play that. This horn... Oh, so we can put them to 1, I guess, right? If we sacrifice the Saproling here. Could also just sacrifice the Myconid. We have all the mana we need. We'll get another Saproling. I think that seems fine to put them to 1. That way we have 4 lethal threats next turn and a removal spell. Okay. So they have to have another creature. That's fine. And if they go to equip, then I think that's pretty much in our favor here. All right, that'll probably do it for us. There we go. All right, so I have a couple of life gain things. They have a horn, which means I think I want you line up the shot here. Their creatures are not super big. It looks to be a life gain style of deck. I don't think we have like a ton in the way of stopping that. Emerald Dragon against their line up the shot Plummet might just not be good enough. We're on the draw. We could also just cut a land. Like a 6-mana 4/4 flyer that just dies to their Plummet. It doesn't seem good. I think I'm just going to... Well, What I could do is I could cut this and a land and then play something like just a Sylvan Shepherd or a Spike Pit Trap. Poison the Blade might not be bad with all of our 2/3s. Like Vampire Spawn, Jaheira, Viconia. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually put in Poison the Blade because of their double Sylvan Shepherd can bounce off of our 2/3s, but Poison the Blade can make them trade. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm actually going to go to 16 lands here on the draw, taking out our big 6-mana flyer there against their Plummet. So oh, they put me on the play. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it. And going to keep it, play Null Hunter, and then maybe band together, removal. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, they have you line up the shot on turn 1 again. Just cycling it to draw a card here now. And found the swamp. So we are off to the races. Okay, no play. But priority. Could be you hear something on watch to kill our Null Hunter. If that's the case, I'm fine with that. That's exactly what it was. So let that die here. If they play a Sylvan... Oh, they're just going to miss the land drop. Okay. I was going to say, if they play Sylvan Shepherd, would I have cast down it? Just for mana efficiency and using the card? Maybe? But let's just play Babala Saga here. They found their land. Pilgrim's Eye would be a great draw as long as this survives. There's the Sylvan Shepherd. So what I think I'm going to do is Viconia and band together. And now we have access to Sylvan Shepherd and Null Hunter off of Viconia. And if Babala Saga dies, we could get it back with Viconia. There's actually a way that we could sacrifice Babala Saga to itself. Yeah, because it doesn't say other. And then we can specialize Viconia to get it back. That's pretty nice. Oof. That's good, except for the fact that... Well, it's fine. I'll take a Basilisk Collar, because this does create the extra card needed, but I'm just going to keep the Basilisk Collar. So they got back their Shepherd there. They have a Unicorn in there now. I think I'm just going to do this. Play the Vampire Spawn and then get in with both. They go to 8. We can hold up Viconia if they try to do some other kind of Druidic Ritual type of thing. See what their play is. If it's any sort of non-legendary, we can just kill it next turn and we have lethal if so. Like if it's like a devoted paladin or something, then we'll be able to win. Well, it is a legendary, unfortunately. And there's the Pilgrim's Eye. Well, that'll do it. I don't think we don't win. Because we have to tap this. They would go to 5, and then we could attack with both of these. They would eat one. But if we attacked with everything right now, then they have to trade here. Well, no, they don't. They could eat one of these and go to 2. I think what I'm going to do is play the Pilgrim's Eye here. Get the swamp. Play the swamp. So if there were 3 more card types among them, so we have a land, an artifact, and a creature. And they're just going to kind of let us do the thing. All right, 1-0. Let's hop into game number 2, match number 2. Wait. Don't fast forward. We all know that the YouTube interface is too imprecise and you're going to skip too far and you're going to have to go back. Your thumbs are too big. It's all just not worth it. Great, now that you're here and I've got your attention, why don't you go and hit that red subscribe button right there underneath this video. Yeah, it's right about right there or so. Yeah, if you've made it this far, clearly you're enjoying something, and a subscription to the channel is an absolutely free way to support the content I make and assist in the growth of the channel. Thanks so much for your consideration, and now, back to the draft. Alright, won the die roll again. 2-drop, Vampire Spawn, Black Market Connections. Let's do it. Probably going to go Jaheira into Black Market Connections. That way we can get this going. We could just pay 3 life every turn, make it 3-2. Oh, they got priority here, so they have either Hippogriff or the other card. Hippogriff or Patriarch's Humiliation, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So let's do this one. Pre-combat main phase. So we do... Oh, pre-combat main. So it was like the beginning of the turn. That's fine. All right. No blocks. Celestial Unicorn. So if we make a treasure, we have access to 4 mana. We could go like Spawn and Collar. We could also just make it 3-2. We could do this now while we have the life to pay. I guess I could have done a treasure as well. But I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. Let's do Spawn here. No attacks. So we can gain 4 life. Okay, well they gain a life there. That's good for them. We could make them lose 3 life. Do that, do that. Oh, darn. Yeah, they've got the... Here comes Hippogriff. We knew they kind of had that, but it is what it is. It's a pretty good draw. Having access to 5 mana would be pretty good to hold up both of these removal spells. So we could do this. And look, the Basilisk Collar does give the lifelink as well, so it kind of offsets the life that we're going to be taking here. So let's do that. Then we can play the Sewer Plague. And then hold up the cast down here. I'd like to keep this back to block the priest. If they just play this, I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Don't need a treasure anymore, I don't think. But I like having 3/2s. So if we do this, equip, I think I'll play this, well, let's do this first. Then we can equip it here to gain the life. I know they trade. We can equip it here. We get 1 more life out of this. I think we'll equip it here, actually. And then I'll try to start getting in. If they trade, that's fine. We got another one. And more if we want them. Gaining more life. And I think I'm going to play this land. Because that next turn, if we draw a land, we can specialize and then band together. I'm not sure we're going to get value out of the whole... Oh, God. Okay, it's got double team, so we definitely have to kill that now. Guess we can create another 3/2. Definitely going to band that together. And then if we specialize with the black, they lose 3 life. Could also equip this over here and attack. I think we're just going to do this now. Make it more. Submit 0. Get in with both. Okay, Black Dragon's a good one. I think I'd like to be losing the minimum amount of life now. If we go to 7, we'll go back up to 10 when we attack here. Draw an extra card. I think I'll just do that. Jahira's a 3/4 now. Okay. Play that. Play this. And then suppose we can re-equip this here just in case they have some sort of haster on the ground. So we can go to 4, and then we'd have to go to 3. That's only if they choose to attack. Yikes. Okay. So if we attack with everything, they would block, take 4, go to 1. Well, that sucks. They might have us here because of Minthara. The soldiers is going to leave the battlefield. And then these are going to get +1/+1, and they're going to have 7 power in the air, and we're going to be at 7. So we have to draw a card here to try to find a cast down or something. I think that's our only out, right? Yeah, because if we attack with everything, they could take it and go to 1. If we attack with like just here, they would trade, get these +1/+1, we'd be at 7. Then we'd go down, these would have 8 power. So that doesn't do it. So I think we have to draw a card. Maybe there's a world where that lets us survive here. So they have to block somewhere. They're more than likely to block here and then eat that. No, eat this. Maybe take 3. Pilgrim's Eye could block here. We're going to be at 5. I mean, maybe this works. I'm trying to math here. So what do? They bounce this. They trade here. They take 1 down to 4. We play a Pilgrim's Eye. We chump here, take 3. Block here, take 3 more. That would kill us. This is... okay. Okay. So we're going to trade with Soldiers of the Watch. Minthara does her thing. Put this here. And we're technically not dead now. So, unless they kill... if they kill Pilgrim's Eye, we are dead. Obviously. But... close game here, 5-5. Well, that's a good attack. Now, if we trade, we go to 6. This will be a 6 power, but we can gain more life next turn, potentially. If we don't block, then we die next turn if we don't do anything about it. So I am going to block and not like it. Okay, all their cards are on the table here. Grim Bounty. That's a good draw. Oh, this Black Market Connections is so difficult to play with. We can create a 3/2. We go to 3. We're going to kill the Black Dragon here. These are going to start getting out of control, but we have a couple attackers and a Lifelinger. We can re-equip that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Equip. So we won't have double equip available with this. Okay, well we will because of the treasure actually, so that's nice. All right, so let's do this. Try to get in there with a life link. Then we can re-equip over here. Can do it twice. They get vigilance. So if I block the 3/2 on the unicorn, I've basically forced them to use this again. And then we have lethal on the backswing, so they can't do that. They have to have something else. All right, they didn't have it. Okay, this is a tough little black-white deck here. I think you line up the shot against Black Dragon is fine. A lot of cheap 2-drop, Soldiers of the Watch. Champions of Tears, another reason we need that plummet effect. Poison the Blade doesn't seem great. Sylvan Shepherd, decent blocker against soldiers, but on the draw, not very good. Inspiring Bard, no. Poison the Blade, no. Follow the Tracks, no. So I think we definitely need to line up the shot. And what doesn't seem good against them? Emerald Dragon seems okay. Everything else seems all right, to be honest. Maybe a Hook Horror? It didn't seem to line up particularly well. They're going to be winning in the air, probably. So, well, giving these Pilgrim's Eyes Death Touch against those flyers could be pretty good, too. Maybe we could do that, get rid of Hook Horror, and down to 12 creatures here now. Maybe just a Deadly Dispute. I know that's decent card advantage, but Babula Saga is card advantage as well. Black Market Connections is card advantage. So, yeah, I'm going to try this here on the draw. See if we can use that Poison the Blade to kind of trade for some things. Alright, Baconia and the Pilgrim's Eye with the Poison the Blade, so this is exactly what we were looking for. Unicorn on 1's not great. Gonna need to find a third land, obviously, but don't we always? And the soldiers, yeah, they're doing the thing. They are off to the races here. It's a third land, but it's tapped. Alright, we might have to cast down this stupid thing just to, like, preserve our life total here. Be mana efficient, play a Pilgrim's Eye. So they didn't attack with Unicorn, so this could be what's it called? Your creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block here, and if they have a combat trick, I can kill this in response. Ah, I see what it was. It was just that. I made them use their whole turn to do it though, so. They cannot progress their board, which is good news for us. I think we have to play Pilgrim's Eye followed by Shambling Ghast. Just going to hold this back. I think if we can stabilize the board here, we'll be fine. We got removal for their big flying creatures, so that'll be all right. Shambling Ghast looking amazing on this board right now. We'll do Pilgrim's Eye number 2, followed by Null Hunter here. Currently only a Soldiers of the Watch without Double Team available to get with Viconia. What would be great is if they had like Battle Angels of Tyr, and then we can Grim Bounty that, exile it, and specialize it. Never mind. Our plans have been thwarted. Yeah, alright, well, board stall time. So if they use Unicorn here, this can still trade for that. And this will trade for that because of Poison the Blade. Okay, so I'm going to kill that response, which is not good news for us. Oh, I see. Okay, so we don't even draw the card off the Poison the Blade, so that's not great. Is it worth to Sewer Plague the Unicorn? Probably at this point, because we can Grim Bounty the Guardian Naga. Basilisk Collar is a good one. Put it here. Go to combat, get in. And I think I'm going to keep it here because I'm planning on trading anyway, and then the Grim Bounty can kill this if they have a land. Now it's going to have to kill that. They have a really good deck here, so pretty difficult. That's going to be a problem, but Battle Angels of Tyr was a bigger problem, so we have a little difficult here. Alright, again, for mana efficiency's sake, next turn I can activate Gate to the Manor-born. That's why I played that, in case we need it next turn. I think I'll block this one over the soldiers. I know this one has flying, but here comes Guardian Naga now. As long as it's your turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it, which means Death Touch also does not work. So I guess we're going here. And I guess we're doing that. Cross your fingers. It survives. That's kind of our plan now. Is token a card type because it's on the left side of this? I don't know. Let's see. A token isn't a card, no? The card types are... Come on. Come on. I don't know if tokens are a card type. They're not, according to this. Okay. It was on the left side of here, so couldn't tell. We could sacrifice the token, the land, and the Null Hunter. I'm going to float the mana first. All right. Start here. They have all their mana up, which I don't like. I think I'm going to end the turn there. It's a really interesting matchup. This is a really good one. Lots of interesting decisions so far. Very worthy opponent over here. Okay, so Babala Saga is going to die prior to our next turn. But we could activate it in response, I think. Hopefully. At least I hope we have a window to respond to that. I think I just want to draw a card. I don't know how much I care about the soldiers. I mean, I do. But is it worth conjuring a plummet? Like, we have another something. Let's just draw a card here. We have another, what's it called in here? No, we don't want to do that. All right, my turn. In response to that, we can do this, this, and this. That's rough. Okay, draw. Oh, God. Not the time. Can hold that band together on Soldiers of the Watch now. I mean, they're still holding up all their mana, so I don't like that. See if they kill Vampire Spawn now. No, okay, that worked. Holy lands. Okay. Might be a little too late for that to really do anything, unfortunately. Oh my God. Well, that does it then, doesn't it? Yep. All right, got to save some time for the next round here. Okay, anything better? Pit Trap doesn't kill Guardian Naga. Poison the Blade doesn't work against it. Golem doesn't trade against it. Hook Horror is good chump fodder against it, so there is that. Maybe the Poison the Blade isn't actually that worth it. We brought in You Line Up the Shot. I think that's still fine. Maybe we can run it back like this here. Hook Horror working pretty well against that there. So, gonna have to move a little bit quicker in this last game because we're about 10 minutes left on the clock. But it's been, like I mentioned, it's been really good games here. Really close, tight games. So. All right, we'll be on the play, and we will have a hand that we unfortunately cannot keep. Keep this one. We can cast our whole hand if we do that. We can also just cycle that. Oh, wait. It's an instant, right? Yeah. Myconid and Hook Horror. Here come the land drops. Missed. Land would have been great there to play Myconid and then have a block on that. But as it stands, no such luck. Okay. That will have to do. Guardian Naga is going to be a problem against cards like Black Market Connections and, you know, things like that. And our Basilisk Collar, but we can't just like not play them. If we suspect they have it, we can maybe play around it for a turn or two, but other than that. Are they going to use 4 mana to kill a Sapperling here? If so, I'm probably fine with that. Yeah, so 4 mana kill a Sapperling. Do I want to cast down the Priest of Ancient Lore in response? I don't think I care too much about that. Okay. Gonna go ahead and pass. Their clock is not too much of an issue. It's simply ours. Bronze Walrus. Double bottom, Priest of Ancient Lore. They're getting value here, and this unicorn could end up being a problem. Do I have to use Grim Bounty on this unicorn? Because their attacks are going to be quite good if I pass it back to them. So I could do this and hold up Cast Down here. Battle Angels of Tyr is a legendary, though. It gets around Cast Down. I think I'm going to do this. Save this for like Battle Angels or something like that. Emerald Dragon. I guess we just play that. Okay. See if it survives. Okay. I don't know if it's worth using Grim Bounty on the Hippogriff because they have a couple of other creatures that are quite scary. So what I can do is I can get in here, threaten to sacrifice the Sapperling, So I'll trade the Sapperling for the Priest of Ancient Lore here. Then I'm just going to play Connections. Hopefully they don't top deck Guardian Naga. Well, it's close enough. Kills the Black Market Connections right now. Okay. Down goes one of our rares. Gotta watch out for the clock here. I think the clock could kill us if we don't kill them first. There's Black Dragon. Well, that's an interesting one. We could kill Black Dragon, play Viconia, and hope that we can then cast a Black Dragon. Oh, don't tell me you have another Hippogriff. Oh, they have another one. Oh no, that's ridiculous. Well, now we can't play Viconia, because they're just going to kill it with that. Okay, well, that was pretty good. Yeah, they had themselves a really good deck. Trying to get the double team there. They could play Black Dragon to finish off Emerald Dragon, which is a really good attack by them here. Then we could Viconia the Emerald Dragon. Yeah, I know that's what they're going to do, but we could then Viconia the Emerald Dragon, I think. And then it would at least trade for this one. Probably should not have played that land. But I don't think we couldn't have specialized without it, so. Or we couldn't have specialized this turn if I had kept it. It's probably still worth not playing though. Hopefully Viconia doesn't die here. No, we can't specialize because I need the band together. Oh, come on, please work. Alright, good. Okay, pass. The clock is really becoming a problem here. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Take Black Dragon. I don't know if this is worth clock time, but gotta try it. Alright, Black Dragon, come on in. Dang it. That's a problem. Probably have to kill that with Grim Bounty. Never mind. Now it's got to be that. They can pump Unicorn like 3 times. $11, $12, $13. Yeah, they can pump Unicorn 3 times. That is a huge problem. Holy crap. They can do it again. Oh my god. What do we even do here? Yeah, I think that'll probably do it. Now they get a flying counter on that. Collar. Sure. Gain some life here. That'll probably kill us. Sewer Plague on Duskguard, I guess, because if we don't do that, we die. We might still die. Alright, well, yeah, sure. Alright, well, that was a really good game. GG's opponent. Interesting one. Let's see if we can get the 2-1 here. Alright, won the die roll on the play. So we'll go ahead, keep this here. Lead with Shambling Ghast, and probably play Forest, hold up, cast down, but it depends on what we draw. Yeah, I'm just going to hold up, cast down. I don't know what I could want to kill, but I'm going to leave the option up. Well, I guess I'm doing this now. Playing Pilgrim's Eye. and praying they don't counter it. But if they do, that's fine. It leaves the coast clear for Babala Saga here. Okay, so they did count it. That's fine, because then Babala Saga can resolve. Maybe. If they didn't just pass it right back. Do they have another one? Do I go into it again? I have to, right? Okay. Playing against counterspell.deck here. Mono blue. All right, go ahead. Not really putting any pressure on you. All right, I guess we just play that. See what they do here. See if they counter this again. Nope, all right. Gonna hold this back in the event of a removal spell. There's a removal spell. Jeez, all right, mono blue tempo here in Baldur's Gate Limited. Okay. Passing with 6 mana up. Countering Hook Horror. Goodness, this is just annoying to play against. Probably going to bounce it to their hand. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. This is one of the more interesting decks I've seen. I guess I have to Grim Bounty that? I don't have to, but like... I haven't seen a better threat from them. They're tapped out. They're going to counter literally every single play that we make, apparently. Okay. Draw 3 cards. Looks like they are just mono blue. Alright. Spiked Pit Trap. Well, that counters Spiked Pit Trap, so that's pretty nice. Probably going to have to hold this up to counter Spiked Pit Trap, because if we just play it, it's going to die to it. Frost Giant is a big boy. This is an interesting deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could block this, and if they try to Spike Pit Trap, we can then counter it. So no attacks, but that's not to say they don't have another bounce spell in their hand or something, which they very well might. Here comes Train. That is a problem. Alright, who said blue's bad in Baldur's Gate? Because we're getting absolutely wrecked by it here. interesting decision. They could have just killed that, I guess. Deadly Dispute, I guess not bad here. Can do this. Grim Bounty, this has Ward 3. We can pay that right now while they're tapped out. Get rid of this thing too, but this is probably going to kill us quicker. Yeah. Can't block because they still have Pit Trap up, so go ahead. We're both cycling through our decks here. I'm gonna start flying everything over us, and we can't do anything about it, because if we play this, they're just gonna kill it, and that does not work well in our favor, so... yeah. God, this deck though, man. Okay, so they are a flying deck. They are tempo and going for flyers. A little late. I don't even know if I want to show it to them because I'm not sure we're winning this game in any way. Yeah, I'm just going to game 2. That was that was one of the stranger losses I think I've ever had in this format. So get on in here, and Pit Trap is probably fine. Follow the Tracks I don't think is good enough. So what do we not want in this matchup? Hook Horror doesn't seem great. Null Hunters don't seem great. Or do they? They trade against Soul Knife Spy fine enough. Poison the Blade I brought in because of the Double Pilgrim's Eye and the Saprolings and things. Probably one of these isn't good enough here. Maybe the other one's not either. And I don't know about Prism. I mean, I'm just trying to think of another card to cut here, and I'm not seeing one really. So, yeah, I'll just run it back like this. And hope we don't get countered turn 2, countered turn 3, 4-drop, 5-drop, flying, and lose. Because it is an interesting deck from the opponent, to say the least. We'll be on the play here. Keep this. There's the Pit Trap. Do we rather Jaheira? Oh, I'm going to play Jaheira now because it specializes. We can kill the Pit Trap. Very likely left a counterspell up. If we go for the specialize and they bounce it, that's also quite bad. So I'm just going to pass with Super Plague and cast down up. Make them burn their mana there. Let's go ahead and while the coast is clear, I'm just going to do this. Hold up, cast down. Could also, actually, I'm just going to resolve Vaconia now that they're tapped out. Familiar. I'd prefer if you died. Alright, hit him for 5 again. It's amazing when they don't have their tempo plays in the right order, things work out in our favor a little bit better. Hopefully no Frost Giant now. Okay. Alright, so they very likely have the counter spell. So I'd rather Pilgrim's Eye get countered here, so I'm going to lead on that. Okay. We'll end the turn here. No need to play Vaconia into a counterspell. And alright, when you know they have like 4 counters, works out in your favor in that respect. Alright, now we're on the draw. Inspiring Bard. A little expensive. Pretty bad tempo. If we resolve an Iron Golem, their deck is not very well equipped to deal with it. Now that we're on the draw, something like... I'm not exactly sure here. We just one poison the blade? Yeah. Bringing in an Iron Golem, see if we can resolve that. Might have been able to cut a land, but yeah, we're on the draw now, so we will try to push through and play around those counters, because they very easily telegraph them. Oh, they put me on the play, you say. All right, I'm going to do this now while they're tapped out. Okay, go ahead. Amo and the Trickster. Cast down does not work well against that. Play Pilgrim's Eye. And then let's hope they just tap out for a 3-drop and we can resolve Babala's Saga. That would be great. Okay, they did. So we do get to resolve it. Maybe they get to bounce it, but, you know, at least we get to resolve it once. That's fine. So we get the value off of Babala's Saga now, because we can sack a Pilgrim's Eye and a land here. So let's go to combat. If they want to trade, I'll do it before. Okay, so I'm just going to get that point of damage in. Then I'm going to sack this and this. Never mind. Cancel. Need to float that mana. This and this. Draw 3. play Myconid and Cast Down? No, we could play... I don't really want to cast this down because we could just get a Plummet. Can resolve Collar now while they're tapped out, and then we can resolve both of these now. So let's do Collar, then let's do Plummet. Doing all this on my turn again because they represented like 4 counter spells already. So I want to resolve all that while I can. Alright, bouncing Babala Saga, and then holding up a counter spell. Well, in that case, let's see if you'd like to counter this. Nope. Alright. Go to combat. We can hold up Sewer Plague or Band Together or Cast Down, but not all 3. So I'm just going to attack like this. But not any 2 of the 3. So I'll end the turn, make them burn their mana. They're going to feel pretty obligated to hold up 3 mana the rest of this game as long as we have Babala Saga in hand, I would think. Let's do Band Together here. Alright, so that is a big old tempo swing in our favor. Spiked Pit Trap. I'm not going to play Babala Saga into that. So I'll do Black Market Connections, and I'll just hold up Cast Down here. Well, I'll do this. So I can do here, play that, get in, and hold up Cast Down. Okay, let's see if they want to counter this Cast Down. I'm probably going to fire it off here. If they want to counter it, I'm probably just okay with that. That'll let us resolve this again. Okay, so they're going to keep their counterspell for Babala Saga, which is fine. I'll take a 3/2 and a card. Alright, we got around their tempo deck, managed to get the 2/1. That's about where you want to be when you play best of 3, at least the 2/1. 3/0 would be nice, but the 2/1 kind of gets you most of your value back. And what does it give you now? Let's see. It gives you 1,000? Yeah, so you lose about 500 gems or so on that, but every now and then you'll get up to the 3/0. So yeah, nice little draft here, 2/1. Babala Saga was a fun deck to build around, and thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.